So today we're going to hop in and give you some alternatives to areas you might be searching for. So if you're searching for a particular spot, we're going to give you another option that might also work, kind of a plan B. So it will not only expand your search, especially since right now there's not a ton of homes on the market. They're going to be similar as far as price points, as far as vibes, and there's going to be some differences too, which we'll let you know. So let's get into it right now.
Hello, I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Chris.
And this is where you come for all things North County. We're dropping new videos every single week on all things North County, spots to live, places to go, things to check out. So thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. And we love making these videos for you, but just a reminder, we are also real estate agents here in North County, San Diego. So if you are thinking about moving out here, definitely get in touch with us. Call, text, email. We love helping people move in and around San Diego.
So first spot we're going to get into is Oceanside, particularly Rancho del Oro, Oceanside. It's a big master plan community right in the center of Oceanside, and it is right around $750,000, $800,000 for that starter home. It's a big, like I said, master plan community. I mean, it's got an HOA, so there is a, it's not crazy high. So it's like a mid-range HOA. They're taking care of kind of the common areas and that kind of stuff. But right in that central part, you have a ton of amenities, so all the shopping and stuff you need. And this area is like a lot of kind of big box stores and kind of commercial places, and you're not going to find too much local stuff. There is definitely, if you search around, but a lot of it is just going to be that big box type of stuff. Another area you might consider if you're thinking about that area of Oceanside and you've seen a few houses pop up is going to be just to the south in the east a little bit. It's going to be a section of Vista called Shadow Ridge. Same kind of age as far as master plan communities. It's a big footprint in the southern portion of Vista. Once again, all the amenities are kind of right there. There's a few shopping centers and stuff within that section of Vista. Your quick shot to the 78 freeway.
It's just kind of central and easy to get to places. And it kind of lives Carlsbad more than a lot of Vista because it's a 5-minute drive to Bressy Ranch and other little neighborhoods in Carlsbad. Also, you've got the breweries right there not in Shadow Ridge proper, but right on the edges of Shadow Ridge.
Second comparison is going to be kind of, if you're looking in that northern San Marcos area, 92069, specifically like single family homes, maybe in that $750,000 to $800,000 range. It's going to be smaller footprint, probably like 3-bed, 2-bath kind of deal. Older homes for the most part. There's like no defined real neighborhoods that this would fit into, but a lot of different areas throughout kind of that northern section of San Marcos where you get a little bit bigger lot. Not crazy big, but compared to like brand new construction, it's a little bit bigger. A good comparison would be the older homes around, we call it Country Club. There used to be a country club in Escondido. It's on the northwestern portion of Escondido. You can still bring it up on a map and it says Country Club right there. The golf course is all built out, which we'll get into in a sec, but kind of the surrounding neighborhoods, similar style homes, similar style price points. As you get kind of up on the hill a little bit, it kind of goes up a little bit. There's a little elevation. You get some nice views and it's kind of tucked away back in there. It's going to be the same kind of climate as well as San Marcos because most of San Marcos, once you get to this eastern portion, it's going to get a little bit warmer.
And then within these two areas that we're comparing, there's also a couple of new developments here. So you've got Canopy Grove, which is kind of weaving in and out of that country club area of Escondido.
That's where the old golf course, that was the old golf course. Yeah. They built it up around the whole golf course. So kind of, it's weird, the layout of the whole community, and it's around these new little smaller homes too. So you used to have like a golf course view.
Mm-hmm. And now you have houses.
A house,
yeah.
So
So you have that community. And then if you get back over into San Marcos, you've got a new development off of Las Posas, which is kind of just an extension of Santa Fe Hills, which is a big community, a master plan community over there in the north part of 92069.
There's two from KB Homes, one from Lennar. They're going to be a little bit higher price point, and also brand new. And sometimes you get views up there. So there are differences, but one other little area right next to Las Posas, Santa Fe Hills, there's another little spot in Escondido right next to Country Club. It's called, if you look on a map, it's called Mesa Rock. We know it as Emerald Heights. It was built probably about 25 years, maybe 30 years ago. It is Escondido addresses, but it does feed to the San Marcos School District. Those are a few options in the San Marcos / Escondido area.
The next comparison on our list is South Carlsbad. So just north of Olivenhain Road in this little portion of Carlsbad. And then the other neighborhood that is in comparison is Encinitas. So, and there's a couple of different price points where the comparison kind of works. So for that starter kind of price point in South Carlsbad, we got Rancho Ponderosa, which has been around a long time, and it's a really great community. Lots are a little bit bigger, pretty small homes. There's not a ton of like larger homes in the area. There's a couple of really nice parks. And it's really similar to Village Park. So like if you're looking in South Carlsbad, or if you're looking in that Rancho Ponderosa area, you're also probably looking in Village Park, which is another master plan community of all different types of homes, really. Great green belts, great amenities. You've got pools, you've got playgrounds, you've got tennis courts, you've got a lot of things that are awesome in that community. And then also at that next price point, you've got La Costa, which is you'll hear us talk about La Costa a lot, and there are a lot of different La Costas. But specifically, we're talking about the La Costa that feeds into Encinitas School District. And so these homes in La Costa are a little bit older for the most part. There are a couple of little neighborhoods that are a little newer and a little more expensive. And that kind of ties into Encinitas Ranch in Encinitas. Some of these houses are a little bit more at a premium because they do have views. Some of them have views. They are larger.
In this little section, 92009 section of Carlsbad, actually feeds into 3 different school districts. But if you're comparing and you want to still be in the Encinitas School District, it's going to be basically south of the La Costa Golf Resort. So just kind of south of there, it's, obviously check, make sure to double check. But a lot of those feed into the Encinitas School District and San Diego for the high schools and such. So as we work our way through this list too, we're kind of going up in price point. So those first few that we just mentioned are kind of starter. The middle one was kind of going up a little bit. Now we're getting a little bit more expensive. The 2 that we're going to compare is Solana Beach. A lot of people see Solana Beach, and I'm kind of talking Loma Santa Fe North, both east and west of the 5. It's going to be somewhat comparative to Cardiff-By-The-Sea, which is a little portion of Encinitas technically, but it's also its own little vibe. So starting like west of the 5, there are just, the price points vary quite a bit, but you have the Walking District, Composer District in Cardiff. Solana Beach, it's just called west of the 5. There's not like a defined neighborhood right there. Kind of the same hills, so you do have some views going up there. Same kind of vibe. You do have access to both of the, or kind of amenities on both sides of the hill. So if you're in Cardiff, you can just shoot down to kind of the main drag in Solana Beach. You go to Cedros District. If you're living in Solana Beach, you want to hit up Seaside Market or head up to any of the beaches in Cardiff. You can do that pretty easily as well. On the east side of 5, you have a little bit more, it's starter homes for these neighborhoods. And I mean, it's not cheap. It's still starting about like 1.5, more likely probably in that $2 million range. You do have like, we call it the Santas, which is in Solana Beach, just east of the 5. And then what's your neighborhood called?
Poinsettia Heights.
Poinsettia Heights, just to the east of the 5 in Cardiff. So those kind of are similar ages, styles, same price points where you do get to enjoy everything. San Alejo Lagoon is kind of the separator between Cardiff and Solana Beach, but on either side now they have trails going around the whole thing. It's a nice little open area to cruise around, bring the kids out, walk around, check out Annie's Canyon, check out the little nature center on the Cardiff side. So very comparable. Solana Beach is going to be a little bit more of a premium than Cardiff, but I wouldn't rule out either one.
Cardiff is maybe not a little bit under the radar is a good way to put it. It doesn't tend to be on people's lists when they're searching, like in that Solana Beach and Del Mar area, but it is a great little town, definitely worth taking a look at. Has that beach feel, has, like Chris mentioned, some of the best beaches in North County. And then one of the other differences, Solana Beach has a section of oceanfront homes and condos where Cardiff, the train tracks and the Coast Highway are on the bluffs there. So Cardiff doesn't have really. There's a couple that have like lagoon frontage, but for the most part, if you want beachfront, Solana Beach is probably where you want to be. Next up, we have kind of the highest price points that we're going to talk about, and that is Rancho Santa Fe. A lot of folks that are looking at Rancho Santa Fe, if they're specifically looking in the Covenant, which is kind of an HOA portion of Rancho Santa Fe, that's probably the only place you're going to look. But if you're looking to just kind of have that feel, big lot, big home, ton of separation from your neighbors, ton of privacy. If that's the feel you're looking for and you don't really care about the Covenant portion of things, Olivenhain is a great option. Olivenhain is a little colony of Encinitas on the east portion. It's also the same, very similar feel. Big lots, big price points. A lot of the houses have pools, tennis courts, that same privacy and feel of a lot of those Rancho Santa Fe homes too.
And when we're comparing these neighborhoods, Olivenhain and Rancho Santa Fe is huge. So we're just kind of sticking with the central portion of the Covenant. We're kind of probably going about that $4 to $5 million price point because Rancho, you get crazy expensive, these huge lots, a lot of acreage, a lot of land. But there are going to be a lot of options in Olivenhain as well in that $4 to $5 million range. You could also get it for a little bit less in Olivenhain. There was just one that came on at $10 million in Olivenhain. That's on the higher side, but Rancho could go 10, 15, 20. I think there was one on the market for like 90 million, just huge property. But nonetheless, kind of that $4 to $5 million, if you're looking in Rancho, I would definitely consider Olivenhain.
So if you're thinking about moving out to North County, San Diego, we love making these videos for you, but remember, we are real estate agents. So if you are thinking about moving out here, definitely book your discovery call with us. We can call, text, email. We've got your back. We're moving to North County, San Diego.